All right, welcome back to Crypto Front. This is the front line where we are fighting together side by side for financial freedom. Let's go ahead and take another quick look here on the Jasmy price set, because what I think is that, yes, congratulations, we held the support level here for Jasmy and we are headed for the moon. I will be showing you in the video why I say that, but this video is going to be a quick one, a short one. So I want to kindly ask you to help me spread the video by delicately tapping the like button. It will communicate obviously to the YouTube algorithm that yes, this is short and straight to the point, but carries much significance right there. If you're also new to the channel, please subscribe, because I do tea on Jasmy and a number of other different altcoins on a regular basis. So let me not run my mouth too much and get straight into it. Over the last few weeks or months, actually, we have been talking about the 50 daily moving average becoming a very important support here for Jasmy time and again. And we have actually gone back to the past, and we were establishing that in the past, this is where bull runs have kind of begun here for Jasmy. You can see this instance back in 2024. We can also see another one still in 2024. Go back as far as 2023, you can see pretty much the same thing. Like with other rises going as high as like 500% or stuff like that, we can also see this one right here, which was around a 160%, and of course we've got another one here too. So that obviously was prompting me to say here that when we retouch that 50 daily moving average and get supported, we're going to be beginning our rally here towards the upside. Now, obviously, we're not only looking at that, we were looking at other conditions too. As you can see here with the Jasmy price set, it usually likes to form this pattern here called a falling wedge. Now, falling wedges are bullish patterns and they have a success rate of higher than 66%. So, there's a very great chance here that we're going to be hitting the price target here for the falling wedge, which is usually the top of the wedge, and that is right around 2.2 cents here for Jasmy. I'm not saying that 2.2 cents is all that great, but in the context of breaking this pattern that we have seen here for Jasmy, this could actually be a nice neckline to be broken, back tested, and of course we keep pushing here towards the upside. I will tell you my price targets in a minute, but I just wanted to make sure that getting to 2.2 cents is not all that great of a price target, but in terms of like how we're gonna be interpreting the chart time and again is going to be very, very important. Now, one thing that you also notice is that I have got these drawings that you see here, which are also falling wedges. You can see another one here as well. You can see another one here and another one, and you can already see that they've also kind of corresponded with that 50 daily moving average being turned bullish. And we happen to have these successful falling wedges, and none of them up until this point have actually failed here for Jasmy. So we have a pattern like that here, and it's looking safe, right? If I may just go back, and try to show you in context how high these things actually go. You can see the latest one here, successful one, and it was going up as high as like 68%. Then we can already see this one, which flew as high as like 30%. Not all that great, to be honest with you, but we've got like some big ones which were really doing amazing. As you can see here, this was as high as like 225%. I mean, that's really, really great. This one also quite okay, very much decent, 150%. And the biggest one so far here for Jasmy has been this one, which went as high as like 450 something percent. So there is a very good chance here that we break out very soon, actually, because I have actually been talking about this time and again, saying that we have shifted the dynamics of the market here. Up until this point, everybody has been talking about tariffs, they are bad, they're this and that, and they haven't actually been in effect. So as of last night, these things are now in effect. The deadline is over. August 7th has passed. So the market from now, I'm just imagining, has got much better clarity than it had in the past. So now the focus, in my opinion, is going to be the Fed rate cut, potential one in September, right? So between now and September, I actually expect the market to go nuts and go bananas in anticipation of that Fed rate cut, because for one reason or the other, all the market participants have decided to say, you know what, the market will run once we have that rate cut. So I think that there's going to be a lot of front running that happens right there, just as we have seen with all other events. Like an event is announced and then the market rallies way ahead of that. So I think we're just in a fantastic time between now and that September rate cut, in a potential one at this point, but the odds are quite high that is going to be happening. So for me, the narrative is set and the market is going to be looking for fuel to rally towards that, Fed meeting in September. So as of now, I mean, if we look elsewhere here, trying to look for confirmation or other things, we can see that the Bitcoin price is doing amazing. Really, this is a cup and handle formation, indicating price targets as high as $150,000, and I think it's in this moment that we're going to be seeing Jasmy also just really, really go bananas, because Jasmy has actually bottomed against the Bitcoin price. So you can see here in the coming few weeks and months, we're expecting if Bitcoin is going to go by 1x, Jasmy is going to be going by 3x. So the ratio is like 1:3 or 1:4 in some cases. So yes, for me, Jasmy is still looking great. I told you about price targets earlier on, and I mentioned only one, like 2.2 cents. Okay, this is just like for local price action and stuff like that. But if you want to be, taking a step back here and try to see what exactly has happened with this price chart, we realize that it's also very much simple. Maybe I should be using the Maxi exchange here, but let me try to go ahead and access it real quick. You will notice that we have got precise support and resistance levels here for Jasmy. As you can see, this has been a resistance before, turned into a support, and we also have on top right there this resistance that rejected the price from right around like 6 cents. And I think that the next big price I get here for Jasmy is right around this 30 cents band, right? So, close to 23 cents, 32 cents is where I'm expecting the highest price targets here for Jasmy. As basic technical analysis will tell you that, look, you break a resistance, you have flipped it into a support level here. You're also looking to break this resistance here, potentially going, back testing it and going for the big one right around 32 cents. So I'm kind of optimistic here for Jasmy. Let's see what eventually happens by there, but I think you know exactly where I'm standing. I want to thank you so much for watching the video. If you could, please delicately tap the like button, share the video with your friends and family, and I'll see you on the next one. Take really, really good care of yourselves. Bye-bye.